Hi, I'm Dr. Ben Newman, and I study coronaviruses, and this is Ask Dr. Ben, where I'm going to try to answer your questions. Next question is from Anonymous, and yeah, that's a fine place to put the question. We just didn't see it because we didn't look there, but yeah, we got it. Let's see. So, the question is, I have family members who tested positive and recovered. Yeah, thank goodness. All right. They have children, though, and they are young and will not likely be tested. Yes, that is very common, and I believe that is the major contributor to the probably misnomer that children can't be infected or are somehow invulnerable. Yeah, we very rarely test them, and so for the most part it is unknown, but yeah, I don't see why they would not be infected. It's sort of a Schrodinger's cat thing. It's just, if you never open the box, does the cat live forever? I guess you can't prove that it doesn't. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe you could. Yeah. Let's see. So they have children. They haven't been tested. What is the risk to be around this family? Okay. And again, thank you for your work to educate us through this time. I don't know. Just bring in what I read, and it's yours now. Yeah. Yeah, so there are a lot of unknowns in this situation, I would say. And I would say it is not particularly safe, but it is basically unknown how safe or unsafe it is. Um, yeah, I don't know. I was going to say for the most part, people that catch it are people that are either not taking precautions or are making mistakes in taking the precautions, but that's not 100% true. There are some people that, yeah, are just darned unlucky, and were trying their best. Yeah, the question really hinges on whether or not the children actually had the virus and so are protected, or are not protected, in which case they could be potentially carrying the virus or not. Yeah, and you probably won't know. Um, and there are definitely cases of children spreading it to their parents and other family members, and probably picking it up at school. So that's a thing that happens that we mostly don't like to talk about, but it has literally happened. Yeah. And know of cases. So it's whatever. Yeah. Um, I guess the other part of the question would be, and this is, yeah, not a question I can answer. This is a question that maybe you can answer. How careful are these people in general? Are they the sort of people that are taking very good precautions? Are they wearing masks even though they have had this thing? Just on the off chance that they did not make a good enough immune response, or on the off chance that they've got a little bit of lingering virus hanging around? How long's it been since they had it? It may take something like a month or a little more for a virus to completely work its way through a household. And yeah, basically without testing, you are not going to know for sure. So if there's an option to have everybody tested, it's not a bad thing for you, definitely not a bad thing for them, and that may give you a little more peace of mind. It's a little bit risky to be hanging out with anybody, whether or not they've had the virus, I would say, at the moment. Um, but I think it comes back to risk budgeting. If that's going to be your one big risk, then you want to make sure you're not sending children to in-person school, you're not attending concerts or restaurants or church without a mask and singing or something like that. You got to make sure you are absolutely, tying down all your other loose ends. And then it'll be a question of, can you get away with it? And the answer is, yeah, maybe. but but yeah, there's some risk there. It's just hard to tell how much of a risk there is, because I think the people don't know, because they haven't probably had that sort of test, and you probably don't know, and I definitely don't know. So yeah, there's a lot of unknowns there, and in general, safer not to, probably, or to find some way. Do it outside with a mask from far away, shout at each other, get two little tin cans and a piece of string between them, this real long string, talk that way, something like that. or Zoom, like we're doing now. That can work too. Yeah, just best wishes, and I hope you're able to stay safe this holiday season. And honestly, if you got a gut feeling that this may be dangerous, your gut's probably right in this case. And yeah, it's a weird time, and I think you can probably get away with it on those grounds. Just yeah, just talk to them. That would be my advice, I guess. I don't know. This is yeah, moving away from science and into kind of how to deal with people. And you don't go into science because you are amazing at knowing how to deal with people all the time, I would say. Yeah, yeah. Thanks very much. This has been Ask Dr. Ben.